Tuesday evening, right here in the jungle. As tonight, your Tigers plays host to the 1-10 Cardinals from Valle. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we welcome you to Tigers pregame right here on Vype Live. My name is Melvin Jones. Tonight, Tigers and Cardinals do it out for the first time this season. Now, the Tigers technically are not eliminated from the playoffs just yet. They need some help, and they need to win out starting with tonight. Tigers coming off a performance against Lake Travis on Friday, being no hit for the first time this season, losing 1-0 to a Lake Travis team that is now in second place in District 26. So the Tigers bats need to come alive. We're coming on early tonight as we're going to give some love to the state champion Dripping Springs girls volleyball team. From right here in the jungle, I see them all down on the field. As I'm looking at Jeff continuing to prepare his notes before we swing it over to him. Shout out to boys soccer as well. The state runner-up losing last week 1-0 in the state finals a week ago. So about 30 seconds, we're going to give love to the girls volleyball team. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, that will begin. And in about 20 minutes, 15 minutes from now, it's going to be Tigers and the Cardinals from right here in the jungle. And we will come back with Tigers pregame in just a second. You are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL.
Back here in the jungle, Melvin Jones, Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. As we're waiting for the cue to give our love to girls volleyball. So we just getting the P's and Q's straightened out. So it looks like we're about 10 minutes away from pregame festivities, and we will, as soon as we get the cue, we will return. Jackson Conover on the bump tonight for the Tigers. Tigers and Cardinals coming up, top of the hour. We'll be right back for the pregame festivities from right here in the jungle. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. back here in the jungle as we are getting ready for pregame festivities. Both head coaches meeting with the umpires as we get ready. We're going to hear the sounds of the voice of the jungle, Jeff Goss, in about 45 seconds. We'll say that, about 45 seconds from now. We're going to have the starting lineups. We're going to have the introduction of the state champion girls volleyball team and then the national anthem. As we are getting ready to go, Tigers and Cardinals for the first time this season. And we'll send it over to Jeff right now for pregame festivities.
Welcome to Tiger Field for this evening's 26-6A baseball game between the Del Valle Cardinals and the Dripping Springs Tigers. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Cardinals, coached by Brad Bohannon, Renee Rios, Sebastian Vega, and Zachary Madrid. Leading off, the shortstop, number 3, Aiden Velasquez. Batting second, the center field, number 12, Zach Hodges. Batting third, the catcher, number 11, Jordan Rico. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 25, Julian Foz. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 14, John Aristi. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 10, Christian Mendoza. The designated hitter will hit for left fielder, number 21, Enrique Gutierrez. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 7, Andre Cerna. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 5, Rocky Gabani. And pitching and batting ninth, number 22, Diego Mendez. And the rest of the Cardinals. And now the starting lineup for the Tigers, coached by Chris Payne, assisted by Steven Skotak, Derek Daniel, and Jason LaRock. Leading off and playing third base, number 2, Gavin Hole. Batting second, the catcher, number 4, Cooper Dixon. Batting third, the first baseman, number 1, Mason Ashlock. Batting fourth and playing left field, number 18, Jack Kendall. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 14, Theo Howard. He will hit for the pitcher, number 6, Jackson Conover. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 3, Connor Helms. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 5, Aiden Dennis. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 17, Nick Kendall. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 9, Landon Ricard. And the rest of the Tigers. Tonight, we are recognizing our 2022 state championship volleyball team. These girls exhibited extraordinary work, ethic, character, and desire to be successful on and off the field this year. They posted a record of 43 wins, 13 losses, ultimately winning the most prized possession at the highest classification in Texas. The members of the team are senior Kaylee Rose, junior Arabella Grijalva, sophomore Riley Certain, junior Presley Alford, senior Carly Sledge, senior Natalie Arnold, senior Taylor Chomlin, freshman Sydney Lund, junior Avery Kime, senior Emma Wegner, senior Mackenzie Plante, junior Ella Kuhn, senior Ambria Rupp, sophomore Ashley Houston, sophomore Eloise Roffers, senior Ava Williamson, senior Carrie Lopez, senior Avery Dement, and freshman Henley Anderson. Thank you, girls, for being such class acts and contributing members of the Dripping Springs community. Please give a round of applause for your 2022 6A state volleyball champions. Would you please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem?
Tigers technically not eliminated from the playoffs, but they need a lot of help to get in. Starting tonight for the Tigers, Jackson Conover. Tigers got the sweet, sweet uniforms on tonight. The burgundy with Tigers across the chest.
On the mound for the Tigers, number 6, Jackson Conover.
As the Tigers continue to get warm up, let's go around the horn for the Tigers. Behind home plate tonight, number 4, Cooper Dixon. At first base, number 1, Mason Ashlock. At second base, number 5, Aiden Dennis. Playing at short tonight, number 9, Connor Helms. Number 3, Connor Helms. At third, third base, number 2, Gavin Hall. At left field, number 18, Jack Tyndall. Out at center field, number 9, Leonard Ricard. And at right field, the other Tyndall, number 17, Nick Tyndall. Cardinals coming in 1-10 tonight.
Shortstop, number 3, Aiden Velasquez.
As Velasquez comes up for the Cardinals. You could have been anywhere in the world, folks. You are here with me. I appreciate that. As Aiden Velasquez is going to get it started for Del Valle. And Jackson Conover ready to kick off the game. And at 7:01 p.m., Jackson Conover throws strike 1. 0-1 to Velasquez. Jackson fires. Just barely missed. 1-1. Velasquez, Hodges, Rico. The 3 that are due up for the Cardinals. And quickly put out as a line driver all the way to right field. And Nick Tyndall able to grab it for the first out.
Now up center fielder, number 12, Zach Hodges.
Here's Hodges, the center fielder for the Cardinals. Del Valle 1-10 here in 2023. And Hodges hits one to the backstop, strike one. And Jackson with the 0-1. Swung and missed, does Hodges. And quickly he's down in the count, 0-2. Jordan Rico, the catcher, on deck for the Cardinals. Julian Foz in the hole. And Jackson Conover barely missed him. 1-2 to Hodges. Jackson Conover looking for a strikeout number 1 of the night, and he got him. First strikeout for Jackson Conover. He caught him looking. 2
now
away
for the Cardinals
here in the
pitcher,
first.
number 11, Jordan Rico.
Here's Rico, the catcher, going up against Jackson Conover for the first time. And Jackson fires well outside for ball 1. Tigers need to win out to have any chance of postseason play, as that goes out of play 1-1 to Rico. They need a lot of help from both Johnson and Bowie. A lot of math involved, so ultimately I get down to it. Jackson fires outside 2-1 on Rico. Here's Jackson, ready for the 2-1. Got him swinging. Deuce is wild for the first time tonight, and it is on Jordan Rico. So Jackson looking for the first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Here's the 2-2. And that's low, full count on Rico. Suave. So Jordan Rico, the catcher. Looking for the 3-2. Jackson. Rico pops it, is going to go foul. And Jack Tender's going to let it go. And it goes out of the jungle. Count remains 3-2. Tigers with one more home game next Friday night against Anderson. On the road for the next 2. At Del Valle Friday night and at Anderson next Tuesday night. As Jackson fires high. And Rico gets on. First walk of the game for Jackson Conover.
Now batting first baseman, number 25, Julian Foz.
Here's Julian Foz with 1 on, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Anderson right now is in 5th place. Anderson 6-7 this season. We're at 5-7. So Anderson,
Courtesy running for the catcher, number 17, David Govia.
as Govia is the courtesy runner. Jackson Conover is ready. So Anderson right now, a half game ahead of us, 6-7. We are sitting at 5-7. We will see them next week. Jackson. And it's going to be a fair ball. Tough play going for Gavin. Gavin swings it over and they're going to call foul. 0-1 to Foz, and that was close. Right now, district standings, Westlake leads them all 10-1. Lake Travis and Bowie tied at 9-2. Then the Jaguars of Johnson 8-3. So the Tigers need a lot of help. And Foz swung at air 0-2 to the big first baseman. John Arispe, the third baseman, on deck for Del Valle. 0-2 to Julian Foz. 2 outs, the runner on first. Jackson Conover fires. And Foz fouls it almost into the Tigers dugout. Count remains 0-2. Del Valle is tied with Austin at 1-10, the worst record right now in district. And Conover fires. Swung and missed. And the ball kind of got away from Cooper Dixon. Didn't matter. Tigers get out of the inning. And Del Valle leaves one on. Tigers coming up. Gavin Hall, Cooper Dixon, Mason Ashlock, the three that are due up here in the bottom of the first. No score. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. No score here in the bottom of the first. Welcome back to the jungle. Melvin Jones here with you. Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. 3 games remaining in the 2023 season. As on the bump for the Cardinals is Diego Mendez, the southpaw, as he's warming up. Gavin Hall, Cooper Dixon, Mason Ashlock, the 3 that are due up here in the bottom of the first for the Tigers. And here's Gavin to begin this ball game for the Tigers. Second game at third base for Gavin Hall. Of course, Tristan Chahanovic done for the season with the broken tib. Tigers are going to be loaded next season. As Mendez fires the first pitch, and Gavin looks at ball 1. 1-0 to Gavin Hall. Cooper Dixon on deck for the Tigers. Mason Ashlock in the hole. And Mendez fires. Catches him on the outside corner. Count goes even. 1-1. Mendez sets up near the tail end of the rubber. And here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. This Cardinal team with only 14 players on their roster. Pitch goes high, 2-2. It is weird to see a team that small in this classification. Mendez fires. That's popped up high. And underneath it, and caught, is Hodges. And then first out.
Number 4, Cooper Dixon.
Here's Cooper Dixon. Coop tonight behind home plate. The wind is strong tonight as usual here in the Hill Country. The first pitch is inside for strike 1. 0-1 to Cooper Dixon. Mendez fires, and that's floated into center field, and it's going to be caught out there by Hodges for the second out of the inning. 2 flyouts to center field, and the Tigers quickly down to 2 outs. Here's Mace. Perfect walkout music, I think, for Mason Ashlock should be the rapper Mace. And the pitch goes low for ball 1. 1-0 to Ashlock. Jack Tyndall is on deck for the Tigers. If Mace could get on right here. And Mace, that goes inside. It's going to go down as a strike, though, 1-1 on Ashlock. Mendez goes high, 2-1 on Mace. We're going to try to keep track of both Bowie and Johnson tonight to see what their progress is happening. Inside, 3-1 on Mace. And Mendez fires 3-1. Well inside it, and Mason Ashlock gets on the first base runner for the Tigers tonight. Here's Jack. Getting used to my brand new spanking Bob Carpenter baseball scorebook, so hopefully I can get used to me scoring properly as the pitch goes outside for ball 1 to Jack Tyndall. Theo Howard in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Mendez fires a 1-0. And he catches Jack on the outside corner. Count goes even, 1-1. And Jack slices one foul. 1-2 now to Jack Tyndall. Jack has settled in to this role batting cleanup for a long time and has been very effective. 1 on, 2 outs for Jack Tyndall. We are still scoreless here in the bottom of the first. You hear the wind blowing here tonight. Just a normal Tuesday night here in the Hill Country. And Jack slicing one is fair. And it's picked up by Rispe. And Jack beats it out. Mace is going to keep going. And now the Tigers with runners at the corners. First hit for the Tigers tonight. Here's Theo. Theo. 2 on, 2 outs. Lefty versus lefty. As Mendez gets back on the rubber. He fires. Theo hits one in the right field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. And Mason Ashlock scores. And it's 1-0 Tigers. Here's Connor Helms. 2 on, 2 outs. And Mendez fires well outside for ball 1. Tigers leading 1-0 off of the RBI single by Theo Howard. And Connor slices one, but that's going to go foul. Count goes even, 1-1. Nice contact there by Connor Helms. Aiden Dennis on deck for the Tigers. Tigers looking good here in this first inning, leading 1-0. Mendez, long look over at second. He fires. Connor hits one in the left field, and that's a base hit. And stopping at third is Jack Tyndall. 3 straight hits for the Tigers. Here's AD. Bases loaded. 2 outs. AD's looking to bust this game completely open with a base hit. And Mendez fires the first pitch, and Aiden swings and misses for strike 1. 0-1 on Aiden Dennis. Nick Tendo is on deck for the Tigers. 3 straight hits for the Tigers. They lead 1-0. Mendez fires the 0-1. And Aiden Dennis hits one in the right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. In comes Jack Tendo. And sliding in is Theo Howard. And AD is going to go over to second base. And it's 3-0 Tigers.
Now batting number 17, Nick Kendall.
So the Tigers' bats are starting to roll. RBI double for Aiden Dennis. Runners now second and third, 2 away with Nick Tendo at bat. And Nick slices one into center field. That's going to go in for a base hit. Here comes Connor Helms. Here comes Aiden Dennis. 5-0 Tigers. And Nick is going to get thrown out, but that's okay. RBI single for Nick Tendo. Tigers are done in the first inning, but they put up a 5 spot. 5 runs, 5 hits, and the Tigers lead 5-0 as we head to the top of the second. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Nothing Tigers as we welcome you back to the jungle. Top of the second, John Arispe kicks it off for Del Valle. Nice first inning for the Tigers. Without question, the best first inning in this season. Not the best inning. That would be that 13 spot that the Tigers put up in the third inning against Aikens. That pitch goes high and inside for ball 1 to Arispe. And Jackson fires. Arispe hits it. But Mason's right there. He's going to get it unassisted for the first out of this second inning.
Now up, designated hitter number 10, Christian Mendoza.
Here's Mendoza, the designated hitter, going up against Jackson Conover. The weather did call for rain earlier. It was sprinkling. But now the sun is starting to creep back in. And Jackson fires the first pitch. And Mendoza hits it. AD has it. Second out. 2 up, 2 down quickly for the Tigers.
Now batting right fielder number 7, Andre Cerna.
Here's Andre Cerna, the right fielder, and the number 7 hitter in this Cardinal lineup. And Jackson fires, and that's outside for ball 1. The second baseman, Rocky Gabani, on deck for the Cardinals. And that's away 2-0 on Cerna. Tigers lead 5-0 here in the top of the second. Jackson fires. In there for strike one. 2-1 on Cerna. And Jackson fires. And that's low and away. 3-1 now on Andre Cerna. No one on, 2 outs. Here in the top of the second. And Cerna hits it. It's going to be a tough play. Connor Helms gets it. And Mace got it. That was kind of dangerous. Really dangerous play. As Mace jumped up and stepped on first base. A 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers here in the second inning. Landon Ricard, Gavin Hall, Cooper Dixon, all due up for the Tigers in the bottom of the second. And you are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Five nothing Tigers. Tigers bat starting to come alive here in the opening game of this 2-game set against the Cardinals out of Del Valle. Landon Ricard, Gavin Hall, Cooper Dixon are all due up here in the bottom of the second for the Tigers. Diego Mendez continues his warm-up for the Cardinals. Cardinals 1-10 tonight. As Gavin slowly walks up. As Landon's ready, so is Mendez. Landon shows bunt, and that's outside for ball 1. One and 0 to Landon Ricard. Wind is starting to get a little bit crazy. He's blowing completely in right now. Mendez fires. Inside for strike 1. Nice pitch by Mendez, 1-1. Mendez fires. And Landon hits it in the right center, and it's going to be caught by Hodges for the first out. Every single ball that has gone to the outfield for the Tigers tonight has gone straight to Zach Hodges out in center field. Here's Gavin Hole. Gavin tonight 0 for 1. One of those flyouts to center field back in the first. Mendez fires. High and away for ball 1. And Mendez fires. Outside but catches the corner, 1-1 on Gavin Hole. Mendez goes outside, 2-1 to Gavin. Mendez with the 2-1. Inside, well inside. 3-1 to Gavin Hall. And a 5-pitch walk for Gavin Hall. And Gavin's on for the first time tonight. Here's Coop. Coop tonight 0 for 1, flying out to center field. Mendez goes high and away, 1-0 to Cooper Dixon. Mason Ashlock is on deck for the Tigers. Mendez fires a 1-0, and a hit and run was put on, and Gavin gets on at second. And let's see what we're going to call it. It's going to be E6. As Coop gets on for the first time tonight. Here's Mace. Mace drew a walk. Hagen Shipley is the courtesy runner.
Number 13, Hagen Shipley.
Hagen has Taylor Tracy's number on tonight. He's not at his normal number 28. Two on, 1 out for the Tigers. And Mendez fires outside for ball 1 on Mason Ashlock. Jack Tyndall is on deck. Tigers starting to put it together. Mendez fires well outside, 2-0. Rico was able to grab that. As the lights have come on here in the jungle, which normally means during this time of night be some bad trouble out in center field. Mendez with a long look at second. He fires outside, and they're going to call that one a strike. Wow, 2-1 on Mason Ashlock. If Mace could hit one in the right center right now and a pickoff attempt, and Gavin is safe. Mace could get one out in the right center, it's going to be trouble. Every center fielder who has had to field one out in right center this time of night has had trouble. Mendez, another pickoff attempt, and Gavin is lucky that the second baseman, Gabani, just completely whiffed on the ball. Still 2-1. Tigers still with 2 on. And the pitch this time, and Mace looks at ball 3. They had Gavin Hoyle dead to rights. And Gabani completely whiffed on the ball. So Gavin was safe. And a 3-1 count now to Mason Ashlock. Mendez fires. Mace pops it up, and that's high. But it's going to go foul and out of play. Full count on Mace. 5-0 Tigers. Full count on Mason Ashlock. 2 on, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second. Mendez shakes one off. He's ready to go. He looks at second. And the 3-2. And Mace went around, and that is the first strikeout for Diego Mendez. 2 away here in the second. Here's Jack Tyndall. Jack tonight had a single last inning. He did score the first run of the night. That pitch is outside for ball 1. Mendez, the 1-0. He fires it. Outside again, 2-0. Mendez, the 2-0. High. 3 balls, no strikes to Jack Tyndall. Mendez fires. Jack swung and missed for strike one. Outside and 5-pitch walk for Jack Tyndall, and the bases are loaded for Theo Howard. Theo tonight, 1 for 1, RBI single, back in the first. Mendez fires well inside. 1-0 to Theo Howard. Oh, he called a strike, as Jeff pointed that out to me. So it's 0-1. And that pitch goes well, a wild pitch, and slide it in. It was safe. It's Gavin Hall, and it's 6-0 Tigers. So the runners advances second and third, respectively. And Theo has them in scoring position. Mendez fires. Theo swung and missed for strike two. 1-2 now to Theo Howard. And Mendez with the 1-2. Theo pops it up high. That could be trouble out in left field. They can't find it. And finally putting away was Velasquez, but that was close. And the Tigers leave 2 on, but they score another one. And it is now 6-0 Tigers as we head to the top of the third. Gabani, Mendez, and Velasquez all coming up for the Cardinals. 6-0 Tigers. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Top of the third. Here is Rocky Gabani. And Gabani hits one, and it comes off the glove of Gavin Hall. That's going to be the first base hit tonight for Del Valle. Cannot blame Gavin on that one. That one was hit hard.
Now batting pitcher number 22, Diego Mendez.
Here's Mendez. Pitcher versus pitcher on this one. And the first hit of this ball game for the Cardinals. He still trails 6-0. Now it's a high throw. And luckily Mace was able to grab it. That That pitch is low. And Cooper Dixon got him! Picked him off! These Tiger catchers are not ones to mess with. 1 out after the pickoff from Cooper Dixon. And this was a screamer foul by Mendez. Count goes even, ball in the strike. And Mendez sends a dribble over to Aiden Dennis. 2 away now as Aiden was able to put him out. Here's the leadoff hitter, Aiden Velasquez. Velasquez tonight 0 for 1, lining out to Nick Tyndall in right field. This one hits over the short, and the easy put out by Connor Helms. Not a 1-2-3 inning, but Jackson Conover did face the minimum in that 3rd inning. 6-0 Tigers. Connor Helms, AD, Nick Tyndall, all due up in the bottom of the 3rd for the Tigers. You are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Six nothing Tigers as Connor Helms, Aiden Dennis, Nick Tyndall are all due up in the bottom of the 3rd for the Tigers. Connor tonight, RBI single back in the 1st. And that pitch is high for ball 1 to Connor Helms. And high once again, 2-0 to Connor. Mendez fires. Connor that time swung and missed absolutely everything. 2-1 to the second baseman tonight. Connor pops it up. That's high, and it's going to be unplayable as it sails into the bullpen. 2-2 now to Connor Helms. Got him looking. Second strikeout for Mendez. It's Connor Helms. Goes down. Here is AD. Aiden tonight 1 for 1. He had an RBI. That pitch goes outside for ball 1. And that pitch is outside, 2-0. So Aiden had a single out in right field, right? Tigers with 5 consecutive hits in that first inning, and Aiden with some great contact, but it went foul. 2-1 to AD. And Mendez fires. And that's low, 3-1 to Aiden Dennis. Nick Tyndall on deck for the Tigers. Mendez fires. And AD hits one in the left center. That's going to... Nice catch out there by Hodges. Wow, what a catch.
Now batting number 17, Nick Tyndall.
Nice cut by AD. But Hodges with a fantastic catch out in center field for the second out. Here is Nick Tyndall. Nick tonight 1 for 1. 2 RBI single. He was tagged up when he was trying to get the second. Mendez fires. And that one is chipped foul. 0-1 to Nick Tyndall. Mendez fires. Outside, 1-1 to Nick Tyndall. No one on, 2 outs. They're Valle looking for their first 1-2-3 inning of the night. As that pitch goes low and inside, 2-1 to Nick. Landon Ricard on deck for the Tigers. And Mendez fires 2-1. And Nick swung and missed. Deuces wild for Nick Tyndall. Here's a 2-2. Well outside, full count. As Nick is looking to get on for the second time. Mendez. Nick pops it foul and out of play. Count remains full. Three and 2. And Nick pops a foul once again. Tiger legend Dylan Wolf is in the press box right now. 3-2 count on Nick Tyndall as the wind is starting to blow hard. And Nick goes down in the first 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. Tigers still lead 6-0 as we head to the 4th inning. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL.
Hodges, Rico, and Foz all coming up here in the 4th inning for the Cardinals. Hodges tonight 0 for 1, striking out back in the first. And the first pitch from Jackson Conover. And Hodges swung at air for strike 1 and is 0-1 on Hodges. Tigers lead 6-0 here in this 4th inning. As Cooper Dixon comes out, Coach Payne is coming out. Make sure everything is good. Looks like Cooper could be hurt. We don't need any more injuries. But Dixon looks like he's all right. As Hodges getting ready to step back in the batter's box. And Jackson fires high and well outside, 1-1. Tigers needing a lot of help to stay in contention for the playoffs. Nice pitch from Jackson, 1-2 now to Hodges. You can hear the wind just howling right now. And Jackson Conover fires. Hodges hits one. Connor Helms going to grab it, and he fires. Got him. First out. Nice play at short by Connor Helms. First out of this 4th.
Now batting catcher number 11, Jordan Rico.
Here's Rico. Rico was the first base runner of the night for the Cardinals, drawing the walk back in the first. And Jackson fires. And Rico sees a dribbler. Mason has it. He's going to flip it over. No, he's going to take it himself. Unassisted once again for Mason Ashlock. Quickly, 2 away. And here's Julian Foz.
Now batting first baseman number 25, Julian Foz.
Foz tonight 0 for 1, striking out in the first. That pitch goes outside from Jackson Conover. 1-0 to Foz. High, 2-0 to Foz. As Jackson is looking for his second 1-2-3 inning. And Jackson fires a 2-0. Foz hits it foul and out of play. 2-1 to the big first baseman. The 2-1 coming from Jackson Conover. Foz swung and missed. Deuces wild to Julian Foz. Foz hits it foul and out of play. Count remains 2-2. And Foz swings and misses. And another put out. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers once again. Here in the fourth, we're halfway through. Landon Required, Gavin Hull, Cooper Dixon, all due up in the bottom of the fourth. Tigers lead 6-0. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. 6-0 Tigers. As Landon, Gavin, and Cooper Dixon are all due up this half inning for the Tigers. Here's Landon Ricard. Landon tonight 0 for 1, flying out to center. His first plate appearance back in the second. And Mendez fires his first pitch. Landon shows bunt, and it goes down as a strike. 0-1. And that's outside. 1-1 to Landon Ricard. Pitch is outside, 2-1. Here's a 2-1 from Mendez. And Landon pops it up. That's a high one. Is it going to be caught? And it is caught out there at second base by Gabani for the first out. Here's Gavin Hole. Gavin 0 for 1. He did come home and score back in the second. As Mendez fires, and Gavin looks at ball 1. One and 0 to Gavin Hole. It's high and upstairs, 2-0 on Gavin. Three and 0 to Gavin Hole. Mendez is having another rocky inning. Outside on the 4-pitch walk for Gavin Hole, and he's on for the second time tonight. Woo! The screamer for Coop, and goes foul, but a nice cut. It is 0-1 to Dixon. I would love to tell everyone what's going on with both Johnson and Bowie, but right now Game Changer is not updating, at least not for me. But Tigers right now lead 6-0. Once again, we need to win out and have a lot of help. Mendez fires, and Coop hits one foul and out of play. 0-2 to Cooper Dixon. Gavin Hall at first base. One away, an 0-2 count to Cooper Dixon. Mendez fires. Coop hits one over to second base. The second baseman's having trouble once again, and that's time another error, E4. And Gavin goes over to second. Here's Mace. 2 on, 1 out.
Courtesy run to number 13, Hagen Shipley.
As Hagen Shipley comes back in the courtesy run for Cooper Dixon. Gabani looks like he's shaking up, and they're going to go and take a look at him. He's saying maybe he turned his ankle, looks like. So the Tigers haven't registered a hit since the first inning. And it looks like Gabani's going to stay in with Mace coming up. Mace tonight 0 for 1. He did draw a walk back in the first and scored a run, but struck out in the second. And now Gabani, it looks like, is coming off. And looks like the right fielder, Andre Cerna, is going to come in and play second base. So Cerna goes in the second, and David Govia is now the new right fielder for Del Valle. It gives Mace a little bit more time as Govia is taking his time to get to right field. Cerna at second. And Mace is ready to go. And Mace hits it high. And it's going to be trouble. And it's caught by Hodges for the second out. Hodges has been everywhere tonight for Del Valle. And the wind, as you can tell, is howling worse than ever right now. As Jack steps up to the plate. Jack Tyndall tonight, 1 for 1. Been on base twice. Has scored once. And another pickoff by Mendez as Gavin Hoyle slides back into second. Mendez with a long look at second now. Fires well outside. And Gavin's going to steal a base. No, he's not. And that's going to be the third out of the inning as Gavin Hoyle was picked off. Tigers leave one on. And it is still 6-0 as we head to the top of the fifth. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Six nothing Big Cats here in the top of the fifth. Welcome back to the jungle. Melvin Jones here with you. Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. While we are at it, senior parents, do not forget your videos for your seniors is due to me next Tuesday as we prepare for our tribute night 10 days from tonight against Anderson. You can send those videos over to me, Melvin Jones _PXP at iCloud.com as Jackson Conover fires the first pitch. That's high for ball one. 1-0 to Arispe. Jackson fires and Arispe hits it foul. Count goes even, 1-1. I've already received one of the videos. It was a little bit of a tearjerker, but we'll see that in a week and a half. As Jackson, nice pitch. Strike 2 to Arispe. A ball of 2 strikes to the third baseman. As Jackson looking for his 4th strikeout. And Jackson steps off the rubber to reset. One and 2 to Arispe. And Jackson fires. Arispe hits it. Connor Helms has it. And it's going to be another 6-3 put out for the first out of this 5th inning. One away, and here is Christian Mendoza.
Now batting designated hitter number 10, Christian Mendoza.
Mendoza tonight 0 for 1, grounding out to second, his first plate appearance. Tigers with a 6-0 lead, a 5 spot in the first. They scored another run in the second inning. Nice pitch by Jackson Conover. Strike 1. Tigers back on the road this week, going east to Del Valle on Friday night. As that was a screamer out, 0-2 to Mendoza. And then we'll be at Anderson next Tuesday night before we wrap it up the 2023 season here in the jungle.
Now batting second
a week
baseman
from Friday.
7, Andre Cerna.
I'm missing was the catcher's interference. So Mendoza is on. After the catcher's interference. Here's Andre Cerna. Jackson swings it over. Mace dropped it, but Mendoza was already there. So that was Del Valle's 3rd base runner of the night. Jackson fires, and he missed 1-0 to Cerna. Rocky Gabani is on deck. Ashley, good call. And it should be a double play. 6, 4, 3, got him. Tigers get out of the inning. After the runner got on from the catcher's interference. Again, Jackson Conover faces the minimum. Tigers get out of the hole. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. Tigers lead 6-0, and it's time to stretch. Here in the jungle, you are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Eric's Wolf rendition of the 7th inning stretch, but a 5th inning stretch, as he is blasting Disco Inferno all through the jungle. So instead of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, we got Disco Inferno, the 5th inning stretch. Jack Tyndall, Theo Howard, Connor Helms, all due up here in this 5th inning for the Tigers. Tigers still lead 6-0. Very short Del Valle team. Diego Mendez still out there throwing for the Cardinals after being rocked by the Tigers, but to his credit, he has not given up a hit since that 1st inning. As Jack is back up. Jack was up in the 4th inning, but Cooper Dixon try. Actually, that was Gavin Hall that was picked off. And Mendez fires. And Jack looks at strike one. Inside corner, 0-1 to Jack. Mendez fires. 1-1. On Jack. As Theo came all the way over from the on deck circle to retrieve the ball. That pitch goes outside, 2-1 now on Jack Tyndall. It is weird to say that we only have 10 days left of this 23 season. My goodness, time has flies. Jack hits one and is going to drop in the left center field for a base hit. Second hit tonight for Jack Tyndall. Here comes Theo. Theo tonight, 1 for 2. RBI single back in the first. Mendez fires outside. Jack takes off. Jack Tyndall has a stolen base. So Jack Tyndall now at second base after the stolen base. Mendez fires. Theo swung and missed, 1-1. I believe that this could have been the Tigers' formula of success for the entire season. Small ball. Mendez fires, and Theo once again swung and missed, 1-2 now to Theo Howard. Connor Helms on deck for the Tigers. Tigers still with a 6-0 lead. Technically a 4-spot this inning will win it. And Theo goes down looking. First out. Third strikeout tonight for Mendez. And here's Connor. Mendez swings over. Mendez, once he gets that going, like Mr. Wolf was saying, Mendez gets it going. That pickoff move is going to be deadly. He has a nice one. Just hasn't located the ball completely over the second just yet. Connor fouls that one off, 0-1 to Connor Helms. Jack with a nice lead off the second. Mendez fires. Connor pops it up high, and that is going to be out of play foul in the parking lot. 0-2 to Connor Helms. It's weird that there is no Texas teams in the NBA playoffs at all. At all. So a lot of people are not even paying attention here in the state of the NBA. Outside, ball one to Connor Helms. Dallas Stars did play last night, Stanley Cup playoffs. As that pitch goes into the dirt, catcher couldn't find it, and Jack's going to slide into third. And now he's 90 feet away from scoring the 7th run for the Tigers. Minnesota Wild defeated the Dallas Stars last night in double overtime. I was up watching that game well after midnight. It was crazy. Connor pops up. That's high. That's really high. And Arispe has it. No, he doesn't. It's going to drop in the foul territory. So the count remains 2-2 to Connor Helms. Connor was halfway to second base. We do have college baseball going on all across the country. And of course here is all about the Longhorns. We have some Baylor fans, some Red Raider fans, but it is all about the Longhorns. in college baseball. Outside full count to Connor Helms. Of course, the Tigers have a few alumni. And again, a strikeout. That time, Connor Helms couldn't understand it. I'm stunned. Second straight strikeout for Mendez. Here's AD. Jack Tyndall's 90 feet away. Mendez fires and AD hits it foul. Aiden Dennis 1 for 2. He too with an RBI single back in the first. That was a 10 in the first inning. RBI singles for the Tigers. Mendez, deep breath. He's ready to go. And the 0-1. And Aiden Dennis hits one into left field. And it is caught out there by Gutierrez for the third out. Tigers leave one on base. They still lead, however, 6-0 as we head to the 6th inning. Tigers are rolling here in the jungle tonight. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Few changes defensively for the Tigers. Out in center field, Travis Garrett. And at third base, the older of the Wolf twins, Alex Wolf, is now at third. Jackson Conover still on the bump for the Tigers. 6-0 ball game here in the 6th.
David Govia.
Here is David Govia replacing Rocky Gabani. And Govia swung and missed for strike one. Very quick game. Game that started at 7-1. Another swing and miss. 0-2 to Govia. And Jackson got him 3 straight pitches. 3 straight strikes, and the first out of the 6th inning, a strikeout for Jackson Conover.
Now batting pitcher number 22, Diego Mendez.
Here's Mendez. No one on, 1 out. Mendez 0 for 1, grinding out the second. Jackson with a nice pitch, strike 1. This is a Jackson Conover we were hoping to see on the bump all season long. Only giving up a hit against this Del Valle team. And he barely missed that one. 1-1 to Mendez. Top of the order, and Aiden Velasquez on deck for Del Valle. And Jackson fires. Tad bit outside, 2-1 to Mendez. Coop with a nice framing job there. Jackson with the 2-1. He fires it. And that time, even with the framing, it was strike 2. 2-2 now to Mendez here in the 6th. And Jackson goes outside, full count on Mendez. Jackson. Full count. And Mendez fouls it off. Count remains full. The entire Wolf clan is here in the stadium tonight. I ain't even paying that too much of attention. Dylan's here to watch his younger brothers. Grandma and Grandpa is here. Jackson with the 3-2. That's inside and low. And a walk for Mendez. He gets on for the first time tonight.
Now batting shortstop number 3, Aiden Velasquez.
Here is the leadoff hitter, Aiden Velasquez. Velasquez tonight 0 for 2. Jackson goes well outside, 1-0 to Velasquez. Tigers again need a lot of help. They need to win out. And Velasquez hits that one in center. And underneath it is Travis Garrett. Second out. Here's Zach Hodges, the center fielder for Del Valle. Hodges tonight 0 for 2. Struck out back in the first. Grounding out to short. Back in the fourth. Jackson fires. Hodges hits one. It's a floater. But underneath it is Travis Garrett once again. 2 straight outs for Jackson Garrett. And a one. Close to a 1-2-3. But a walk in between. And the Cardinals go down. No runs. No hits. No errors. No one left on. And the Tigers are rolling. They lead 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Diego Mendez still out there throwing for Del Valle. It is 6-0 Tigers. As Nick Tyndall, Travis Garrett, and then Alex Wolf is heading to the leadoff position for the Tigers. Nick tonight, 1 for 2. He had a 2 RBI single back in the first, and that is well inside for ball 1. One and 0 to Nick Tyndall. That one's low, 2-0. It will be amazing to see someone hit one out of this gusty night. This is like the high school version of Wrigley. Nick swings and misses at everything. Strike one. A lot of wind. Now, it may not be blowing as hard out here as it is in Chicago, but nonetheless, wind is pretty tough tonight. 2-2 now to Nick Tyndall. With Travis Garrett on deck. Mendez fires. Inside, almost hit Nick, full count. Hill Country wins is no joke. And Mendez fires well outside and Nick Tyndall was on. Here's Travis Garrett with his first at-bat tonight. The senior. Getting him some love. So I gotta ask, is next Friday the last night we're going to hear Fireball in the stadium? And that pitch gets away from Rico, and Nick Tyndall slides into second base. Wind hasn't blown this hard here in a while. Mendez fires high, 2-0. Nick Tyndall at second base, no outs in the 2-0 count to Travis Garrett. Mendez fires. And Travis looks, nice pitch, strike one. 2-1 now to Travis. Mendez, 2 looks over at second, he fires. Travis looks at ball 3. So 3-1 to Travis Garrett with Alex Wolf on deck. 3 balls and 1 strike to Travis Garrett. Mendez steps off the rubber to reset. So a 3-1 count. Mendez tries another pickoff move, and Nick was waiting on it. A 3-1 count as Nick slides over. Delayed count, but it is strike 2 on Travis Garrett in the full count. Mendez, couple looks over a second. Travis, it's a bouncer, and it's going to be an infield hit for Travis Garrett. And the Tigers now with runners at the corners. Here's Alex. 2 on, no outs. And Alex walking up to Justin Timberlake, as we will have a new pitcher for the Cardinals, and I believe that is going to be Andre Cerna. And Cerna does get the rock. We'll let him take his warm-up pitches. It is 6-0 Tigers, and Tigers with runners at the corners, no out. Here in the bottom of the 6th, you're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Andre Cerna, the new pitcher for the Cardinals. Diego Mendez night is over. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, struck out 4, walked 4, and had 1 wild pitch, and is responsible for the runners at the corners right now. Here's Alex Wolf. And that pitch catches for strike 1. 0-1 as Adam Newbill is on deck for the Tigers now, replacing Cooper Dixon. Cerna fires, and Alex swung and missed. 0-2 quickly to Alex Wolf. Tigers with runners at the corners, no outs, and a 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Cerna fires, and Alex 3 straight pitches, and he strikes out for Cerna's first K of the night. And here's Newbill. Newbill, this is, I believe, his only second appearance in district play this season. And Cerna fires, and Adam slices it foul off the net for strike 1. Want to see who's wearing Tristan's number. The 0-1 from Cerna. Ian Robinson is on deck. So now we have seniors coming out to some of their injured teammates' numbers. Cerna fires. And it was a timeout, late timeout by Newbill that time. Still 0-1 to Adam Newbill. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Tigers lead 6-0. 0-1 count. Newbill pops it up high, and that's going to go out of play. 0-2 now to Newbill. So Robinson, normally number 27, is out here, and Tristan Chahanovich's number tonight. Runner takes off, and it's going to be a stolen base for Travis Garrett, but that's the second out. Second straight strikeout for Cerna.
Or number 12.
Here is Ian Robinson. Runners now in second and third. 2 outs. If the Tigers can get a 4th spot in this inning, it will end it. But we still have the top of the 7th to go. Cerna fires. Ian swings and misses for strike 1. 0-1 to Ian Robinson. Austin Wolf is on deck now. And a 1-1 count now to Ian Robinson. So Cerna fires. Robinson swings and misses. And the Tigers are down to their final strike. I'm going to say of the game. I could be wrong. And that could have been called a balk. And Robinson, 3 pitches, 3 swings, and that will do it for the Tigers after getting the first 2 on to begin this inning. 3 straight strikeouts for Andre Cerna, and the Cardinals are down to their final 3 outs. Tigers lead 6-0 You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. So VB now on the mound for the Tigers. Jackson Conover with his best performance on the mound all season long. 6 innings pitched, only giving up a hit, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. As Rico, Foz, and Arispe all due up for the Cardinals here in this 7th inning.
Leading off for the Cardinals, catcher number 11, Jordan Rico.
Tigers with one more at the crib next Friday night against Anderson. We'll be on the road Friday and next Tuesday. Friday all the way to East Austin, the Del Valley. And then Anderson next Tuesday night. And VB looks like he's ready to go. Rico is. And VB's first pitch goes down as a strike. Nice heat from VB. 0-1 to Rico. And VB fires. Rico foul tips it. And he's quickly down 0-2 to VB. Van Berkeley came in last week against Lake Travis and relieved and was outstanding. He's here to close it out for the Tigers tonight. Here's the 0-2. And Rico fouls it away. The count remains 0-2. Not going to assume anything. What I'm going to assume, Josh Edwards will be on the bump Friday night against this same Del Valley team. And Rico pops it up. And is fouled and out of play. Count remains 0-2. We'll see who the pitchers will be come Friday night for the Tigers. 3 games remaining. Tigers need a lot of help to even think about the postseason. VB fires. Barely missed 1-2 now to Jordan Rico. Tigers do have a strong chance to possibly win out. But they need a lot of help. They need 2 teams to lose out. One and 2 now to Jordan Rico. And VB fires. Inside 2-2. So if the Tigers don't make it to the postseason, let's look forward to 24 and the firepower that the Tigers is going to have coming back as Rico hits one. Nice stab out there. But it's going to be an infield hit. As Hagen Shipley almost got him. Infield hit. Only the second hit of the night.
Now batting first baseman number 25, Julian Foz.
Here's Foz. Foz is 0 for 2 tonight, both strikeouts. Second hitter of the night for the Cardinals. Tigers will have Taylor Tracy back next season. Pitching, maybe not, but he will be back at least hitting next season. So we'll see about Taylor Tracy because he could be waiting on the MRI results as that is fouled off the fence by Foz. 0-2. 0-1, excuse me, to the first baseman. Cooper Rummel should be back as well next season. And that was a nice pitch, but VB won't get the call.
For the catcher, number 8, Jason Acosta.
Count goes even, ball and a strike. Tristan Johanovic will be back next season. Well healed up. And that ball's going to go in the left field for a base hit. So 2 straight hits off of VB by the Cardinals. They have runners at first and second, no outs. With John Arispe coming up.
Now batting third baseman number 14, John Arispe.
Arispe tonight 0 for 2. He has 2 on, no outs. VB the senior. As always, it's going to be emotional come next Friday night. And VB fires high for ball 1. One and 0 to John Arispe. That pitch goes outside. 2 and 0. We should have our own podcast called Tales from the Press Box. If only you guys know what is being spoken up in this press box. High, 3 and 0. 3 straight balls from VB. Very un-VB-like right now, as he is a ball away from loading it up for the Cardinals. Christian Mendoza is on deck for Del Valle. That's high. 4 straight balls from VB.
Now
they are loaded.
Baseman number 10, Christian Mendoza.
Mendoza tonight is 0 for 2. He did get on in the 5th after the catcher's interference. Let's get a triple play. Why not? 1, 2, 3 triple play. Yeah, well, sure. We'll take that. I was thinking to line out the VB, and then we'll go. VB fires. And they didn't call that pitch. It is 1 and 0 on Mendoza. That should have been a strike. 5 straight balls now from VB. And VB fires. And that was sliced foul to the right field. 1 and 1 to Mendoza. One thing you can say about next season team, they will be right up there with Westlake and Lake Travis as one of the favorites in this district. And a slicer on the short and a 6-4-3 maybe. It is. A run comes home. But the Cardinals get on the board for the first time tonight as Rico comes home.
Now batting pitcher number 7, Andre Cerna.
Here's Cerna. Represents the final out for Del Valle. 6-1 Tigers. VB fires. Cerna has he called a ball. 1-0 now. To Cerna. And VB fires. Catches him that time, 1-1. Arguably, that should be 0-2, but that's neither here or there now. Ball and a strike to Andre Cerna, who came in relief. And he got him that time, and the Tigers are a strike away from the 6th district victory. And for the moment, tying Anderson for 5th in the district. VB is ready to go. A ball and 2 strikes to Andre Cerna. Runner at third, 2 outs. VB fires. And Cerna fouls it off. Stays alive. Here is the 1-2 from VB. And again, Cerna, this time, almost connected with the noggin of his teammate Isaac Neal. A ball and 2 strikes still to Cerna. VB fires 1-2. And he missed it. Deuces wild to Cerna. VB getting settled in on the rubber. The 2-2 count to Cerna. Cerna that time calls time. So when the inning started, VB wasn't qualified for a save. As of right now, if another run comes home, he will be. VB fires 2-2. Outside, full count. Fires. Cerna chops it foul. He is fighting. I tell you that. So VB still a strike away from wrapping this bad boy up. 6-1 Tigers. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Andre Cerna. VB and a timeout again by Cerna. VB fires. Cerna hits it and it's lined out, and the Tigers have defeated the Cardinals tonight by a final score of 6-1. We'll have the post-game wrap-up and the numbers coming up. Tigers win 6-1 here in the jungle tonight. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL.
6-1, the final score tonight here in the jungle. Game was only an hour and 47 minutes, so real quick pace. And the Tigers get a well-needed win after dropping 3 straight and being swept last week by Lake Travis. They now run their record to 6-7, and for the moment tied with Anderson for 5th place in district play. Meanwhile, the Cardinals of Del Valle dropped to 1-11 in the district. Winning pitcher tonight, Jackson Conover. And losing pitcher, Diego Mendez for the Cardinals. The 6-1 defeat. As Jack Tyndall was all over the place tonight, going 2 for 2. And the Tigers with 6 runs tonight. Their best showing in a while. And they had a victory 6-1 as Jackson Conover, the locked-in player of the game. I don't know if you guys can see it. Jackson tonight, 6 innings pitched, only giving up a hit, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. And the Tigers 6-7. And we're heading to Del Valle on Friday night to take on this same Cardinals team back there to wrap up the 2-game series. So the Tigers, well-needed victory. They win tonight in the very windy jungle. Final score 6-1. I'd like to thank my QA tonight, Skylar Gillespie. Make sure we're still on air and keeping us going. Technical director of Vype Live, Suna Venkat, and the broadcast director, Merle Bertrand. Be sure to stick with us Friday night. Tigers and the Cardinals back at Del Valle. Coverage will begin. Tiger pregame 6:50. First pitch 7 o'clock right here on Vype Live. Senior parents, videos in to me by next Tuesday for our senior tribute night 10 days from tonight. For everyone at Vype Live, I am Melvin Jones saying good night from the jungle. Final score 6-1. You have been watching Tigers Baseball on Vype.